All right, with strong winds and heavy rain in the forecast for tomorrow, it might be a good idea to make sure you don't have any loose objects in the yard that could potentially fly around. Also, you might want to make sure if you have a generator to make sure it's in proper working order and all fueled up and ready to go. And additionally, make sure your gutters are clean because you don't want any water draining near your house where it could flood your basement. You want it to drain away from the house. Those are some of the precautions I actually took today myself. All right, let's take a look at the severe threat for tomorrow. We are in a risk area for severe thunderstorms in addition to the heavy rain and the gusty winds, and that might even include a couple of tornadoes due to a high level of shear that's going to be in the atmosphere with Isaias passing by to our west. So flash flooding is a real concern. So is wind damage, power outages, tree damage a real concern. Flash flooding with 2 to 4 inches of rain possible, especially over western Connecticut. There is a pretty good chance for some moderate coastal flooding too. And there is that tornado threat as well. So we have a tornado watch in effect for portions of South and North Carolina right now, as Isaias is expected to make landfall as a minimal hurricane right along the South Carolina, North Carolina border later on tonight. Then it's going to move over land and weaken, but it's not going to have time to weaken very much. Here's the latest track from the Hurricane Center. And you can see when the storm is over New Jersey, it's forecast to still have winds of 65 miles an hour. And with the storm passing just to the west of Connecticut, the southerly flow around it could enhance the wind. So we could see winds gusting to 60, 65, maybe even 70 miles an hour in parts of the state around this time tomorrow. Then it's going to move rapidly to the north. So our worst weather conditions are going to be essentially from 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon until around 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow night. And the probability of tropical storm force winds, anything over 39 miles an hour, of course, we're forecasting higher winds than that, is very high as we go into tomorrow evening. Highs today, well, it reached the low 90s in places like Windsor Locks. So we've now had 26 or 28 days this year, 90 degrees or higher, 20 in July, and so far 2 in the month of August. An early warning pinpoint Doppler right now is scanning the state dry. It's going to be a totally different look come this time tomorrow. We got a beautiful sky over Hartford where it's 89 degrees currently, and it's 88 degrees in New Haven with a blue sky. The humidity isn't too bad, but that's going to really ramp up tomorrow when we'll have a tropical air mass in place. It's still 90 at Windsor Locks. It's 83 degrees in Groton, 86 degrees in Danbury and Waterbury, Willimantic. Your temperature currently is 89, and dew point temperatures are in the low and middle 60s. But tomorrow around this time, we're likely going to see dew points in the 70s. So tropical downpours, tropical humidity all coming our way for tomorrow as Isaias is making its way up the coast, and it's going to accelerate. It's going to be a quick hitting event, but there's going to be around 6 to 8 hours where things are going to get pretty intense. So FUTURECAST shows a couple of scattered showers moving in later tonight. Tomorrow there will be occasional showers, tropical downpours, maybe a thunderstorm, and then the most intense weather will come in after 3 o'clock right up till about 6 or 7 in the evening with the storm tracking just to our west. These downpours are going to be torrential, so that could cause concerns on the roadways as well. And then by 11 o'clock at night, it's all moving away to our north, and that's going to set us up for much quieter weather by Wednesday morning. It'll be long gone by then, so that's why I say this is going to be a quick hitter. So lows tonight will be in the upper 60s and low 70s, and your highs for tomorrow right around 80 degrees with much higher humidity and strong winds around this time tomorrow. Wednesday, only a slight chance for an isolated storm in the afternoon, humid, a high of 89. Thursday, partly to mostly sunny and 87. Then Friday and Saturday, we can't rule out a shower, maybe a thunderstorm, otherwise a mix of clouds and sun, highs in the 80s. Sunday looks dry, and so does Monday as we have some very warm weather, but we should stay below 90 for the shoreline tomorrow. 80, but tropical storm force winds before the day is over.